was born in a small countryside village where the blue sky stretched endlessly above vast golden rice fields. Since he was little, Min loved to gaze at airplanes flying across the sky. Every time he heard the distant rumble of engines, he would run to the fields, raise his hands toward the heavens, and dream that one day he himself would become a pilot. That dream burned brightly in Min's heart, but the road toward it was never easy. The first failure, the broken model plane. When he entered high school, Min decided to join the school's aviation model club. Eagerly, he built his very first model airplane. But during the test flight, the plane barely lifted off the ground before crashing and breaking its wing. His classmates laughed. "Min, maybe you're better suited to be a farmer than a pilot." Min's face flushed red with embarrassment. That night, he thought about giving up. But as he gazed out the window and saw an airplane blinking in the night sky, he remembered his teacher's words. "Don't let small failures stop your big dreams." He whispered to himself, "A broken model plane is just a challenge. I will try again." The second failure, rejected. After years of effort, Min applied to a pilot training school. He studied diligently, practicing day and night. Yet, during the first entrance exam, he was rejected for failing to meet the physical requirements. The news crushed him. He sat for hours outside the airport, watching planes take off one after another, tears streaming down his face. His friends comforted him. "Forget it, Min. Find another career. Being a pilot is too hard. Not everyone can do it." But Min's heart refused to give up. He began exercising every morning, running, doing push-ups, lifting weights. Whenever he felt exhausted, he reminded himself of his dream. Sitting in the cockpit, gripping the controls, and soaring above the clouds. The third failure, a mistake in simulation. One day, during a flight simulation practice, Min made a wrong maneuver that triggered system errors. The instructor shook his head in disappointment, while classmates whispered that Min didn't have what it takes to be a pilot. His pride was deeply wounded, and for a moment, Min nearly gave up. But instead of surrendering, he spent countless extra hours in the simulator room, practicing over and over until every movement became second nature. Min realized every mistake is a lesson, not an ending. Success. Years passed. After hundreds of hours of practice and countless failures, Min finally earned the right to wear the pilot's uniform. On the day he received his license, he stood silently in front of the airplane, his heart pounding with excitement. As the engines roared and the plane gradually lifted off the ground, Min smiled through tears. He had made it. All the laughter, all the failures, all the sweat and tears had become the very steps that carried him toward his dream. The lesson: the road to a dream is never smooth. There will be stumbles, there will be criticism, there will be tears. But if we stay determined and never let small failures hold us back, one day we will reach our own sky. Don't let small failures stop your big dreams.
One more story.
Ali's journey, overcoming storms to reach his dream. Ali was born into an ordinary family in the suburbs of the city. Since childhood, he had a deep passion for drawing. Every time he saw the colorful sky at sunset or a blooming garden, he wanted to capture it on paper. In Ali's eyes, the world was a giant canvas, and he dreamed that one day he would become a famous painter, with his works exhibited everywhere. The first failure, the criticized painting. At the age of 10, Ali joined a children's painting contest at school. He put all his effort into a painting of a field with flocks of birds flying across the sky. But when the results were announced, Ali's painting ranked last. Some of his classmates mocked him. "Ali's drawing is so bad, he'll never be an artist." Ali felt like his heart was shattered. That night, he crumpled up his painting, almost ready to give up drawing forever. But then he remembered his mother's words. "My son, don't let small failures block your big dream." Ali took a new sheet of paper and started drawing again. The second failure, an empty exhibition. As he grew older, Ali organized a small exhibition with the help of his art teacher. But for 3 whole days, hardly anyone came to see it, and some even criticized his work as immature and lacking soul. Ali sat quietly in the empty room, tears streaming down his face. Many people advised him, "Ali, maybe you should choose a more practical career." But Ali did not give up. He searched for books on painting, practiced every day, and even stayed up all night to perfect the tiniest details. Another time, Ali submitted his work to a major national competition, but the judges didn't select it, leaving him with the comment, "Not enough depth, not enough emotion." Ali was devastated, feeling like he could never catch up with the great artists out there. Instead of quitting, Ali chose to travel. He went to the sea, the mountains, and remote villages to seek inspiration. He painted with all his heart, capturing the things he truly loved and experienced. Success. Finally, after many years of persistence, Ali created a collection of paintings about the nature and people of Vietnam. This collection made a strong impression and was invited by a major art gallery to be exhibited. On the opening day, the hall was filled with visitors. People marveled at the vivid colors and genuine emotions in every piece. Ali stood quietly in the middle of the room, eyes brimming with tears. He remembered all the failures, the harsh words, and the moments when he almost gave up. Those very struggles had built the success he was living today. Star. Lesson. Life is never without failures, but failures are only stepping stones to success. If you stay determined and don't let small failures stop you, one day you will reach your dream. Star. Don't let small failures block your big dream.